I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
Since the turn of the century, Detroit's been unable to get a single win against Pittsburgh. The Lions look to bury the past. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. The Steelers getting set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
This is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. For as big and strong as... some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the play. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Minshew. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense, facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front-runner in MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
10 more there and another first down. Now Minshew being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Gardner Minshew, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
How about that? The defense is first.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Micah Kaiser.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big...
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
This one taken in by Cephas.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 yards on the pickup there. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run it with Balaj. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Forced out to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Gardner Minshew with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up second down. Now Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
Alert.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there.
Still second down.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31. Yard gain.
1st down. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Balaj. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think. You take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Julian Okwara.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
These sacks now, they're starting. To pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a game. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
Good job.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram came in there hard. On the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Like 80. Check, 48 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Bring it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now... The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Minshew. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Minshew. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the... Chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down he'll go at the 25. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. Ronald Jones has a touchdown run. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. J.K. Dobbins, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun is Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And finish this one off.
Second and 10.
Balaj. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alex Highsmith able to... A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So it was the passing. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Minshew sets to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play. So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Well, there to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew, incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
69 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back of the... 2nd and 20. They'll run here with Balazs. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Oh, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith. Who else? He's in. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Lions have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security. And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you have out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quintez Cephas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. They just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. Not pull it in. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down at 4. They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Harris. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he caught it up, and the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Minshew. Harris has it over the middle. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll run again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kalen Balaj. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Can now block that.
Ready? 180. Check in. Watch the run.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jabari Zuniga in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger, quick slant, finding Claypool. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Julian Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the... So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.